Do you know the difference between a class action and a mass tort? Most people have heard of a class action, but not many have heard of a mass tort. And there is a difference. My name is Melanie Muhlstock, and I'm one of the managing attorneys at Parker Waichman, and I'm here to talk to you today about the difference. A class action is something that we've all pretty much heard of. We hear about it in the news all the time, and class actions are really big cases that involve lots of individuals who have been damaged in some way, and their cases are all similar, and they proceed as a group against a defendant or a company who has injured them. Their claims are all typical of one another, and their damages are the same, and they proceed as one case altogether. But what's a mass tort, and how is that different? Well, essentially, a class action can be a mass tort, but the major difference is that a mass tort can be a whole bunch, thousands, tens of thousands of individual claims that all proceed on the same track but aren't necessarily the same. For instance, they can involve things like drug recalls or medical device recalls, or major catastrophes where everyone involved has been injured in some way, but in varying degrees, not the same. And so their claims are not identical to one another, but they all involve the same product or the same circumstance. And so oftentimes what happens is those claims are consolidated in some way or another, and in the federal system they're consolidated in a way that we call multidistrict litigation. And in a multidistrict litigation, what happens is all the claims that are filed in federal courts across the country come together in one court in front of one federal judge, and they are litigated together. This conserves judicial resources and becomes more efficient for all the parties involved, so that the cases can move swiftly through the judicial process. But at the end of the day, each individual case must rise or fall on its own merit. Each case remains its own entity. But certain things can be done one time for the purposes of conserving resources. So for example, if the president of the company needs to give testimony as to why something happened, he could give that testimony, he or she could give that testimony once for the benefit of all of the cases involved. And lots of discovery could happen in this way to save time and money on behalf of all of the parties. Judicial rulings could happen in this same fashion. And this is perhaps how a mass tort differs significantly from a class action. If you have other questions about how a class action differs from a mass tort, feel free to visit our website at the link below or call me. My name is Melanie Muhlstock. I'm the managing attorney at Parker Waichman. I thank you for watching this video today, and I look forward to speaking with you.